Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a topic, suggestion, feedback, or if you want me to give you my take on anything, put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do so. If you want to connect with me on other social media outlets, by all means, you can connect with me on Facebook by searching for me, Carlos Flores Jr., on Instagram, on X, and on Threads. You can type in at Back on Basics. And on WhatsApp, you can type in at Back on Basics 9985. So let's talk about adaptation. Why is it so important to adapt? Check out my shorts on this YouTube channel. Check out my reel on Facebook. Check out my micro short on Instagram, and then I flow almost everything into X and into Threads and into WhatsApp. So there's many platforms that you can check out my videos, my shorts, my micro shorts. So micro shorts on Instagram, and so again, right? That's a perfect example of adaptation. Why? Because I started out with this YouTube channel. And honestly, I started out a different iteration of my YouTube channel years ago. It was Back on Basics. Perfect, right? At Back on Basics. I thought I was going to do this, but you know what? I was not motivated at that time. And then when I became motivated, I thought that I just had to go in one direction. And so I didn't adapt. And that's the reason why I'm talking about the importance of adaptation, because I didn't know how to adapt. I knew how to do it. I mean, I knew how to do it theoretically, but doing it by assessing my surroundings, by making sure that I'm doing the right things, by connecting with my support system, I didn't. So I gave up on my channel at Back on Basics. And so years later, and I said years later, then I went back, right? And I said, okay, I'm going to start my channel again. So guess what happened? Because I waited too long, at Back on Basics was actually closed for good. I couldn't do it. And that's the reason why my YouTube channel is, excuse me, at Back on Basics 9985. I thought that I could get back at Back on Basics, but because again, and it's no fault of YouTube, because I didn't use my channel for years, and so I didn't log in, right, to keep it going, and so I had to change my channel. And that's the reason why this channel is at Back on Basics 9985. So if I would have course corrected, right? If I would have adapted and I would have said, okay, I'm just going to keep on logging in to my channel, so that way I can use it later on when I'm able to, then that would have been awesome. I mean, I should have connected with my support system at that time and say, do these channels tend to go away if I don't use them? And so again, right, make sure that you're always adapting. Adapting is something that we do as human beings, most of the human beings, but it's very important, because if we don't adapt, then we're not going to move forward. We're not going to get to where we want to get to. We're not going to be able to reach our goals, reach our success. You see my thing, right? And that's the reason why I've been saying it. I haven't said the importance of adapting. I mean, I've been talking about general stuff, but look, there's many different ways to adapt. One thing that you have to do is put into work every day. If you put into work every day, if you check with your support system, if you look at your things around, and then you kind of critically think and say, where am I heading? Why am I heading? Let me ask my support system, so that way they can tell me if I need to adapt. But at the same time, right, you have to think, okay, I'm here in the present moment, what do I need to do to adapt? And so again, this is a very important topic because a lot of the times we tend to give up on things by not adapting, by not connecting with others that can give you their point of view. And so another example, right? Look, I just finished my class. I was in class from 4:30 till now. And so for my credential program, special education. And so as soon as Zoom was over, I turned on my camera and I said, I'm course correcting. I'm adapting now because now I've done my shorts, I've done my micro short, I've done my reel. And so now my mind is still focused, not just from the videos that I made earlier before my class, but also from my class and learning different things. You know how much energy I have right now? It's amazing. And I'm focused and I'm moving forward and I'm moving forward and I'm moving forward. And so it's amazing to know that adaptation you need to practice on a daily basis. That adaptation to me, it's a superpower because if you adapt, you'll get ahead. If you adapt, you'll move you another step and another step and another step. If you adapt, you'll get to your goal. If you adapt, then you'll succeed. So again, I want to make sure that you understand that adaptation is a very important thing that we as humans have. Not all animals or mammals have the cognition, or right, or the way of thinking to adapt. And so we're a few, right? There are some others that do adapt here. They're mammals. There's some animals that adapt here on Earth, but there's not that many. So we have an advantage, right? We can move forward. We don't have to stay in and just say, "Oh, I give up." We can't. I can't give up. I have a dream. I have a dream of having thousands of you as subscribers. And by the way, I want to thank the 472 subscribers in this YouTube channel. I appreciate you. You stuck with this channel. You stuck with me. I want to make sure that I give you your props because this is something that I want to do. This is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. Well, hopefully I'll be 70 or 80 and I'll be doing videos. I want to do videos from different parts of the world. So is there any sponsor out there? Hey, I will travel. I will do videos. I will talk about different aspects of life balance. I will talk about different cultures, different ways of looking at things. I mean, going to adapt. And again, that's important because if I don't adapt, then I don't change. If I don't adapt, then I'm not putting in the work. If I don't adapt, then that means that I'm not checking in with my support system. So again, right? The power of adaptation is something that you need to practice every day. It's something that you need to share with your support system so that way they can give you their take on how you're doing and give you suggestions on how to correct. It's a superpower. Don't get it wrong. It is a superpower. There's only a few people, animals, mammals that can adapt. That can adapt. Take advantage of it because you'll get to where you want to get to. Some people fall into money and fame via luck because they have an in or because of that. 30 of us, we have to put in the work every day, ladies and gentlemen. I've been doing the work for over 500 days. I've been doing these videos for over 500 days. I'm putting in the work and I just begun because I know that I will get to where I want to get to if I put in the work every single day. Till next time, back on basics.